Yes, sir.
Is Leo back?
Yeah.
Leo, he's Jeremy's doing his deep dive today too.
Yeah,
He-Man.
I'm He-Man. Okay. Forgot about that.
All right, just making sure you knew.
Thank you.
Yep.
Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. There's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds coffee is my guilty pleasure. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds coffee. Coffee to die for, and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly. Use the front door! Oh, they're so disgusting.
Oh,
Hey.
Hey, hit the wrong button.
Monkey.
Hey, yeah. Okay. Hey, welcome to Splash Pages. My name's Leo. I'm the monkey behind the keyboard here. We have an awesome show scheduled for you. As always, we got a bunch of stuff on the docket. We're going to be talking about the question, and also Jar Jar is going to do a deep dive on He-Man.
What's the question?
The question is, also, yeah, you ruined my flow, Jar Jar.
I'm sorry.
How's it going, Jar Jar?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Big
Hey, Bo.
Hey, guys.
Velvet.
Hey guys, Tuesday night, time for Splash Pages. It's your man, Rich Davis, aka Velvet J, on another fantastic Splash Pages Tuesday, and we got news. Our buddy Drew had a prior engagement. Life got in the way, so we got J-Bo kicking in tonight, our toy man, and we got some good stuff. I'm well prepared tonight. I actually have all my news stuff all lined up on the page here. We're ready to go.
Awesome. Yeah,
Let's get it.
Happy Tuesday, Tom.
Yeah. A ton of stuff on the docket, like I said. First thing I wanted to talk about is what the hell? There's so much hate for Velma.
I don't know if I hate it. I haven't been able to watch more than 2 minutes of it because I was not ready for what happened in the first 2 minutes, and I had kids roaming around the house.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to watch. I knew it was going to be mature, but I didn't know how mature.
So now, can someone explain? Now, I know there's a drama about it, but I'm not aware what the drama is. I haven't seen it. I don't know anything about it. So for the guys out there that don't know anything, can someone break it down for us?
Well,
I don't know the drama other than Scooby-Doo not being in it and the changing of colors of people, and probably that Velma's a lesbian.
No,
Okay, so it's called Velma. It's just about her.
No, so let's back up a second.
I'm sorry.
Break it down, Leo.
Okay, so they made unless it's further on. I've watched I think 2 episodes so far, and they made it clear that she is not a lesbian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
matter
heard
of fact,
that through the grapevines. As I said, I only got the first 2 minutes.
No, matter of fact, they make fun of it. They said most people think I am, but you know, it's just a rumor or something like that. And she's like, goes hubba hubba over a who's the guy at the group?
Shaggy? Fred.
Fred, over a naked Fred. She goes hubba hubba.
Oh, and I heard they made Fred dumb, so people are upset about that, which I don't understand because I've always thought of Fred as not exactly.
Well,
they made he was dumb. He was always
a little
dumb,
slow, not stupid, but not the quickest.
Hey, Carrie, how's it going? And Facebook user, I need to know what happened. I can only imagine it was sexual in nature. Yeah, it's definitely.
It was the first 2 minutes.
So what did you see, Leo?
Okay. So a very adult show. It starts off with a murder in her high school, and the cops think Velma did it, and she needs to solve the mystery of who killed her friend, or she's going to get blamed for it. And she has PTSD about solving mysteries because as a baby, she was always, well, more like a kid, she was always solving mysteries, and she found her Christmas presents, and her mom had to go out and buy a Christmas present late at night and never came back. So she blames herself for her mother going away. But the father says, "Oh, it's pretty fucked up." And so the father says, "Oh, the mother just left. They left.
Went out for a pack of smokes and never came back."
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's essentially it's the prequel. It's the forming of the group. You have Velma, you have Daphne. Velma and Daphne were friends as kids, but now in high school, Daphne is the popular girl and wants nothing to do with Velma because she's like the unattractive klutz of the high school that everybody makes
high school
fun of.
Dynamic. Yeah.
It definitely involves like bullying and there is no Shaggy.
Okay, so no Shaggy.
Sorry, no Scooby. Shaggy.
Now, will Scooby be not in it entirely, or have they just not gotten up to Scooby?
Carrie says you need to link your Facebook to StreamYard. There should be a link on the bottom notes for the episode. Awesome. Thank you, Carrie. Yeah, Facebook user. Yeah, that's why. Esteban. So Shaggy is in it, but they made him African American. So
Gads.
I know a lot of.
Don't come on. On this show we don't care about that stuff.
No, I don't care at all.
I thoroughly enjoyed the show. I plan on watching the rest of it, but it is a weekly show. You got to wait for new episodes. But
that's the tough part.
Yeah. A lot of shows are going.
And it's on HBO Max, right?
HBO Max. That's why they made it. Is totally adult. It's not a kids show.
It's definitely not meant for kids.
Heard it. Would you say it's the Harley Quinn of Scooby-Doo universes?
Yes. Yep. Yeah. It's very Harley Quinn-esque, as in the type of humor. And the.
Good job, Steve.
The gore. Hey, Steve, how's it going?
Okay.
But yeah, like Jar Jar said, like the first 2 minutes, you have a bunch of it's a shower scene.
I didn't get frontal or anything, but I turned it off as soon as I was in there.
Yeah, they didn't show anything. Everybody's all sudsed up.
Okay.
The most graphic thing is the body that falls out of the locker with its brain missing.
Oh, okay. Is there any TNA in it?
I didn't see any.
Okay. That was my only concern because, as I said, I had kids walking around. I was like, "Oh, damn, we're in a shower scene," and I could only imagine what was about to pop up.
Just insinuates a lot.
Okay.
Even insinuates that Fred has not blossomed yet.
Oh, poor Fred.
Yeah. Well, he's
a late bloomer.
He's a late bloomer. Fred is, like you said, he is very dumb, but he's rich.
Oh well.
Well, you said they're also in high school, right? In this.
Yep.
Okay, so they're still young.
That that part I don't understand if people actually have a problem with. Like, hasn't that always been Fred's kind of trope? Like, his dad, like, owns a bunch of land, and he's. Oh no, actually, his dad was the sheriff, wasn't he? All right, so never mind.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there's been like 8,000 iterations, and I have kids, so I've watched a lot of them.
So Tom Moore says the controversy is the characters are different from what we grew up in. No Scooby. Fred is a family. Fred and his family are ignorant. Velma, voiced by Mindy Kaling.
Yeah.
And exposed rear ends.
Okay.
Booty.
Well, that's interesting because I talked to a friend of ours recently, and he has totally sworn off all superhero movies that are comic based because he feels that for him it's not true to the comics, and he feels it's bastardizing it, and he feels it's disrespecting it. I don't agree with him, but some people just can't be happy with what's out there. But I loved it. I used to see this just in 2D, and for those that are old enough that watched like Super Friends and Herculoids, I mean, it was cool. But now to see these guys with the technology is caught up, to have it like with real people is just incredible to me. Some of the stories are not fantastic, but I still do enjoy most of them.
Yeah.
Well, if you think back to say like the 60s and 70s, Super Friends was not really comic accurate.
Not at all.
And look at
until the Super Friends comic came out.
Well, yeah. But like Batman 66 was definitely not comic accurate.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's always going to be different stories, different tellings. But that's the great thing is it's a free country. You don't have to watch, but you could be missing out on some awesome stories. And if it's not canon, that's okay.
Well, I actually saw somebody. One of the funniest things. They're like, I'm not going to watch season 2 of Wednesday because it's become so popular. Even though I like the show, I'm not going to watch season 2. I'm like, hold on, you're that makes absolutely zero sense to me. I'm like, you like the show, and because other people like the show, you're no longer going to what?
Mm-hmm.
That's how shows get a second season.
Yeah. Facebook. Tom says Velma has the lowest rating on Rotten Tomatoes due to all the review bombing.
Really?
Yeah, I don't get the review bombing, but
I don't get that ever.
See, here's the thing about review bombing, though, for streaming services, it doesn't work. They have all the metrics on the back end on who's watching it and who's not. Carrie hipster problems.
I'm sorry, I'm turning off the comments so I don't keep looking at them before you post them.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, Carrie's been quite the popular. She's on all the Dorkening shows now.
Yeah,
I love it, Carrie. Thank you for watching
the content. Glad you're
Carrie's
enjoying
an
the
author.
content.
I know that about Carrie.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What have you written?
She's a writer.
Feel free to send
she's going to just like jump on the screen and be like, well, I wrote blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, right.
All right. What else we got, Leo? So not everyone loves Velma.
Yeah, not everybody loves Velma. It's
I'm definitely going to give it a try.
Have you seen Velma?
Jay, wake up.
No.
Are you here tonight? Hello.
I have
Is this
not.
thing on?
I have not had a chance to watch it, just with everything going on in my world. But I do want to look at it. I do want to watch it and see it. Like I said, you got to give it a try. You can't just base off of somebody's opinion about it, because that person may not like what they are seeing, and they just can't come to terms with it. It happens with everything we see.
I gave Andor 2 episodes, and then I said, "Fuck that shit. That shit is." Stupid.
I'm loving Andor. I'm
really
watching it.
I gave Andor 2 things right now.
That's a Leo shot, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was on a show 2 days ago called The Council of Comics.
Yeah,
and,
you didn't even tell us.
They were trying to like push Andor to me, and they're like, "You got to get past the 4th episode." I'm like, "Isn't there only like 6 or 7 episodes? Do I have to get through half the episodes to get to a decent part of the show?"
So I totally agree with that. It's more of like I was like hate watching it like halfway through, but once it got like I ended up growing to love it. It is such a unique.
So what Leo's saying is, give it 4 episodes.
Give it
before you stop watching it.
Give it the entire season.
6 episodes.
No,
Once
give
you
it
get to the 6th episode, I feel like stuff is
It gets
really
good at the
coming
finale.
together.
That's when it's really good.
My sister said, like, when I started watching Jessica Jones, I'm like, oh man, I can't do Jessica Jones. Like,
I
she goes,
couldn't
give it
either.
4 episodes, and it gets better. And I'm like, all right, I'll give you 4 episodes, and then like, if I don't like it, then I'm not gonna finish it. And I actually liked it. It was really good, you know. But like I said, I mean, people just hate it before they've even watched it. Like, give it a chance. I mean, the only one show I will say that was horrible was when they tried to redo Thundercats and they called it Thundercats Ho. I wanted to find the guy and slap him in the face and said,
Oh, is that the
"What?
anime or
Yeah,
the
like,
kind of Teen Titans?
yeah, like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
Like, you
I'm with you
know,
on that one, Jabo.
you know, like, you will get so much hate for what you've trying to push, and I understand it, trying to push a very younger crowd. And I'm like, and I asked Larry Kenny, it was at a con. I goes, Larry, so what do you think about the show? He goes, well, it's for a newer audience, and it was kind of cool to reprise the role of the character, but he was like, it's a paycheck, you know. And
Yeah.
I will always love Larry Kinney from his
Of course,
Cuckoo
he's
for
great.
Cocoa Puffs to what he's done. But like I said, you got to give it a shot, you know. And I think that Thundercats Roar really didn't do too well because you could only watch it on YouTube, you know. And but like I said, I'm interested to see what Velma has, you know. You
Nice.
give it a shot before you condemn it. That's all I'll say.
Cool. Leo, what else you got, my man?
So Antman 3 tickets are now officially on sale.
This is
That
going to be
trailer
the
looks
first
pretty good,
Ant-Man
I
that
gotta
looks
say.
good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the trailer was awesome. So thank you for sending me the artwork. So
Yeah.
a bunch of new posters got released with the announcement for tickets being on sale.
I like her hair in this, by the way.
Yeah.
Very
It's
stylish.
a wig. It's a wig. I'm so excited to see this guy as Kang.
Yes.
I think
versions
this.
of
Yeah,
Kang.
I think he's
That's what I'm
going
excited
to-
about. All the different
I mean,
personalities he's going to portray.
To see where he was as the one who remains in Loki,
Yeah.
and now to see him as this. And I don't know if you guys have seen it, but some people have put clips together where you see Wanda transforming into the Scarlet Witch, and you see him like he's like, "What's happening? Something doesn't feel right." And they interlace it into the two things, which was wild. But I mean, I'm excited to see Ant-Man. I won't lie, I did already get my tickets.
And when's that coming out, Leo?
Anybody else buying tickets?
I believe they were on the pictures that I sent Leo, but I can work faster than Leo.
No.
February 17th.
Yes.
Yep.
Ha! Leo beat you.
No, he didn't. I just told him.
Reverse psychology.
So, just a heads up, he's in a new movie that's out on
Yeah.
VOD right now called Devotion.
Yeah, it looks
Yes.
interesting.
Yes.
About what is it? World War II.
Yeah.
Uh,
Fighter pilot.
Yep.
And I won't lie, another movie went out for me to go see before to see that. So, but I think that is now on I think HBO or Cinemax now, I think. So you can catch it there too.
Yeah.
Has one of the guys from Top Gun Maverick in it, so I'm gonna definitely check it out.
Nice. And the new trailer, we got a really good look at Bodok.
Which that seems to be battle armor because that comes off.
Yeah,
right?
well, you see, I made 2 pictures.
Simon Pegg.
Oh, I see the one on the left. Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost looks like Simon Pegg. Come on, look at it. It looks like Simon Pegg. Jeremy, you sure that's not you? You sure you didn't freelance?
It's me. That is me.
There? But the whole battle face thing reminds me of that angry tiki thing from the Brady Bunch. Like,
yeah, I agree. I don't like the. I guess it's supposed
I'm
to
seeing the
make
tiki thing now.
kind of like fear or something, but
yeah, it just makes me want to laugh. And
I thought it was like a weird jack-o'-lantern at first, but the tiki thing rings more true.
yeah, he's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just Maybe like Jeremy said, maybe it's just a battle armor cover, and
We'll have to see.
Well, yeah,
hopefully
you
that's
can
what it
actually.
is.
Well, that's what it is because you can see his face in the background, and it's the first. They're saying it's the first villain from Ant-Man 1 when he gets sucked into the
Yellow Jacket.
No,
Yeah.
no.
The guy who played Yellow Jacket. I'm not
Yeah.
Yellow Jacket. Was it Yellow Jacket? What the hell
Yeah,
did
it
he
was
call himself?
Yellow
Yeah.
Jacket was in it, but didn't they have another?
There was only one. He was the main villain
Yeah.
in the first Ant-Man movie.
I don't know. I hated the first Ant-Man movie.
Give it time to grow on
Yellow
you.
Jacket. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look. I mean, it's hard to see because that image is so like small and distorted, so it's really kind of hard to tell what the guy's face is. But it looks like Jeremy.
Darren Cross.
Darren Cross is in this new one. Is he IMDb'd into this new Ant-Man movie? That's the way
No,
to
I
tell.
think that's the character's name, not the actor's name. Is that correct,
Yep.
Leo?
Correct. Yep. So it was Darren Cross, and if you remember at the end of the movie, he gets sucked into the microverse, but not his entire body all at once. It's like he gets all distorted because before he gets thrown in. So that's what they're saying is this is the result of what happened.
Yeah, Carrie. Yeah, we'll go to the Winchester.
So he's no
and have
longer
a
in.
couple pints.
So he's no longer a creation of AIM.
Yeah, because MODOK was a creation of AIM.
Yeah.
From the comics, but we don't know how they're going to do this whole thing. So, Leo, keep moving, and we're moving on, and we're moving on. And what's next?
We're moving.
Yeah. What do you got next?
So Harley Quinn wins an award.
Yes, Tara Strong has been posting like crazy on across all her
Tara
social
Strong's
media.
not in this one. This one's Kaylee Kuko. This is the award for Best Animated Series at the Critics' Choice Awards this year. The DC Universe turned HBO Max animated original series released its highly anticipated third season last year, and it's the best received by fans yet. So congratulations to them. Congratulations to HBO Max and Kaylee Kuko.
That means more.
Yeah,
and Ron Funches and the whole rest of the cast.
Tara Strong's she's been posting like how like Harley Quinn won the award. I'm like, well, it's about damn time a cartoon won an award. You know, I mean, it's not all about stupid stuff. They have some serious issues they deal with and everything like that too. So, but Tara Strong has been like promoting like a lot of that, especially with Kelly Coco and all that stuff. So
awesome.
So
cross universe love, we love it.
Yeah.
All right.
What else, Leo?
I'm trying to fix my screens here. So
all right. Well, I'll jump on. So, guys, even though none of us really wanted to see it, Avatar, the Way of the Water,
Avatar.
1.9 billion global.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, No Way Home today.
I have to
number
say,
6 movie ever worldwide.
I didn't think it was going to make. What did he say? He's aiming for 3 billion or something like that.
I definitely think he'll hit up there. He's already got.
I'm kind of shocked.
He's got 4 more of those movies in the pocket, and they come out.
I thought theaters were kind of dead.
I agree, Jeremy.
And you guys are all proving me wrong. Nobody cares about COVID, and we're like, let's go see it. I'm waiting. I will wait a long time. I'm not really all that excited for it at all. But I'm proud for it to like do something like that. That shows that theaters can still survive in this economy.
Yeah, and it's good to see that people like were waiting for this sequel because he had already mentioned he was going to be doing like 4 more of them.
Yeah.
All back to back and stuff like that. And you figure it's been, when was the first Avatar released? Over 10 years ago, I believe, or something like that.
I believe it was somewhere around like 12 years or something like that.
So my son is 19 now, and when we first saw Avatar, he must have been like 7 or 8. So it's got to be like 12, 13 years ago.
So you figure, usually, like I said, what they did to bring it back is they re-released the first Avatar movie for limited release in the theaters. I think it was for like 2 or 3 weeks, I think, to amp people up into it, bring new people to the universe of Avatar, and then they dropped the new movie, and I think that's why it did so well. But I mean, come on, man, to see it a sequel to do that well,
Yeah.
like especially in
it's
the times that we
impressive.
live in too. So
Kudos to them, but I think we all agree nobody's really in a rush to go out and see it.
yeah. So
No, none of
James
us are.
Cameron, if you're watching, we could all use at least 1 million of that $1.5 billion.
Yeah. If you want to share,
Yeah, I mean, I'm not greedy. We'll share it
No.
all.
Absolutely.
We'll promote the crap out of your movies.
oh yeah,
Absolutely.
I'll pretend
All right.
like
Leo,
I like
what
something
else
for
we
that
got?
much
my
money.
friend?
I love it. You guys are keeping us rolling. So I'm on a fence about showing this, but I'm just gonna do it because we're a comic-based show.
I
This is
swear to
it.
Christ,
big
if it's
news.
me naked again.
Do it. Is it me with the cap shield?
Why the hell is this showing?
That's
Oh, it's
Avatar: The Way of the
Avatar,
Water.
The
We
Way
just
of
saw
Water.
that.
Yeah, that's nothing new, Leo.
That's a
nothing
bad
new.
reveal, Leo.
He's having technical difficulties.
Yeah,
people.
hold on.
Please
I'm
bear with him.
Praying my window.
Do, do, do,
There
do,
we
do.
go.
Oh, is he got the Superman powers
Oh.
now?
Yeah.
Oh, is it Batman? And he's all big and he's flying.
Did he take the injection from Superman?
Oh, look at him. He's even got the little kind of Kryptonian
Yeah,
shield
that
on
shield
him.
on his chest. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very speeding bullets. It's
Zoom
actually
zoom into it, Leo. Zoom into it.
yeah. So
Come
this. Hold on.
So Leo, what's the deal? How does he have
Oh, that's
Superman-like
kind of
powers?
cool looking. I'll give him that.
So I haven't finished reading the comic yet, but apparently Superman goes away, and he gives his powers to Batman.
No, that was.
Oh yeah, because you could just
true.
do that. You could just give your powers to somebody.
Yeah, I
He
think
did do it to Lois Lane, though. He
I
did
think
give her
it's,
the powers for a day, I think.
he did.
Huh.
I believe it was through the Fortress of Solitude.
Oh my
Hell,
god.
in the 60s, Lois turned black for a little while.
And
It's crazy.
Batman also did lose the fight against Chuck Norris because he is wearing his underwear on the outside.
So this is Earth 2023. I looked into.
It's weird. We know all these weird things.
All right. So
It
there
is
you
kind
go.
of cool though how his bat symbol is that diamond of the Superman
Well,
though. Like
What comic is this in, Leo?
This is Batman Fortress.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
is that a
what
miniseries?
issue? Is it a single?
This is issue I think 8.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Now-
if you haven't read it, there is a Elseworlds book called Speeding Bullets, and it's essentially
Yeah.
Kal-El lands in Gotham instead of Kansas.
I remember that.
Yeah, raised by the Waynes. And when he develops his suit, it's very much like this, with the bat symbol with the Kryptonian shield.
This I will have to look at this, and it's called Batman Fortress, right?
Batman Fortress issue
and
is out
according
now.
to Leo, this is continuity. This is on Earth 1.
Earth 2023.
Oh, I thought you said Earth 1 before. Damn you, Leo.
The first article I saw said it was Earth 1. I did further digging to.
Damn you.
Hey,
It's
when
the year.
When I checked my sources, it turned out it's Earth 2023.
Hey, were you able to check out the Lazarus planet Lazarus?
Not yet.
What? Okay, I wanted to check it out. I hear though my LCS was unable to procure it for me.
Really?
Yeah, like, dude, I don't know what's happening.
Send me a copy of the cover, and I'll take a look at my local shop for you. I go to Rubber Chicken Comics, and he's usually pretty
nice.
good. Jay's pretty good with that.
Larry,
stuff.
right, or something
No,
like that.
Jay Palarella.
Oh,
He's really good. I can check with him to see if he has it. He's usually pretty good with a lot of his back issues and stuff like that too. And I can check for you.
well, I might send you my list of missing Batmans.
Yeah.
Because
take a
I
look
had
for you.
stopped.
Right. You guys do that later. Leo, what else you
Yeah,
got, my
we
friend?
should do that later.
Listen, me and Jeremy are bonding here, so shut your pie hole, all
Yeah,
right?
Bond after the show. Leo,
bond
what else
you
we got
later.
newsworthy on your docket?
Yeah, this is really big newsworthy.
Ooh.
So we got an update from Jeremy Renner.
Yes, the man
Nice.
has gone home. The man has gone home.
He posted
Back
on
home from the
Instagram.
hospital.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, that's really good news to hear, especially
Yeah,
him
that
going
must
home.
mean he's not going to need. I mean, he'll probably need some rehab, but it's probably not going to be as drastic. I'm glad he's not like paralyzed or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, we still
He
don't know
got
the
lucky.
extent of his injuries because they're really not saying much.
Yeah, but if he's going home, he's
Yeah, I'm just glad the
That's-
man's on the mend.
Mm.
Come on, he's fucking Hawkeye. Shit. You think a alien from outer space is gonna stop him?
Well,
You think
just because you're
snowplow is
Hawkeye,
gonna stop him? You know?
dude, snowplow. Those are. Did you see the beast he was driving?
Yeah,
That thing is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's a tank plow.
and Jeremy, and that's the small one.
Hmm.
I mean,
Oh, I know.
the
Those
doctors
things
in
are
the
serious crap.
doctors and the police said, thank God, like when it did run over him, it was snow that like saved his life because it
Oh,
pushed
sure.
him into it. So,
Oh,
but
those tracks will just rip you apart.
yeah. So, thank God.
Yep.
Thank
So
God
we-
he's doing better.
Agreed. So he says, "Thank you all for your kind words. I'm
Absolutely.
too messed up now to type, but I send love to all of you."
All right.
He just seems
All
like
right.
a
And
really
I've got
down to earth person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good. He
absolutely
seems like
hope
he's
he
a good
gets better
guy.
soon.
Yeah.
And I've got one more news item, guys. I don't know if you heard, but Christina Ricci has been also cast as Harley Quinn. There is going to be on Spotify a narrative podcast which will delve into her backstory. The podcast is titled Harley Quinn and the Joker Sound Mind. Has been developed by Eli Horowitz, who will write and direct the series. This will be Christina Ricci's first major podcast, a medium that is increasingly drawing big-name stars and leaning towards narrative-driven content.
That's
As
interesting.
we all know.
Is it all going to be visual, or I mean, not visual? I mean, audio.
Yes, it's all audio.
Just
That's
audio.
fantastic. That's cool, like old school radio. I like that.
Marvel's been doing one called the Wastelands. It's an audio series on Spotify too. So it'd be cool to hear her as Harley Quinn. You know,
Absolutely, and I've seen her in a lot of things recently.
She's got a good voice,
she
so
plays
yeah.
a great, crazy person.
Yeah.
Yeah, women usually do.
Oh my!
Wow. J-Bo
Wow,
said
I know his wife.
Yeah, that
is
was
nearby.
J-Bo. J-Bo.
No, no.
Because otherwise
No,
we'd see
no.
like something fly at his head.
Yeah, I'd probably get a belt in the head.
Oh, here we are.
There's my man.
Oh, and let's not forget, we got the trailer
Excitement of
and the
Grogu.
official release date, March of this year, the new
March.
season of Mando.
Yeah. So this is a continuation from Book of Boba Fett, and some of the scenes look like we may get like a crossover possibly with Andor. Not sure what's going to happen there, but
March 1st, baby.
yeah.
It looked
like
great.
we're
I
going
was
back to
super excited after
Mandalore as
watching
well.
the trailer. I was like, I cannot wait.
I know.
Come on, you know all your jaws dropped when you saw those sabers come out.
We're going to Mandalore. Going to
I saw
Mandalore.
Grogu. That was good.
Yeah.
Look, you fast, you look, you fast. Disney knows how to do it to me. They know how to
He's
do it
a
to me.
murderer.
Disney.
And we're thinking that they're
Murder.
on Coruscant too
Oh, there's Black Karstan.
in this.
Yeah.
So we might get to
Thank
see.
you, going frame by frame. This is way better. I can catch.
Hey, it's Jon Favreau, that heavy Mandalorian.
Probably.
This
And
was
then we got a whole
awesome.
group of Mandalorians with all the different colored armor. That was really awesome.
Leo, that's
Oh,
a
yeah,
little, that's a
he's
little
showing-
clip you should play right there because this is where you don't
I-
talk with
I-
baby Grogu.
Who
I
doesn't want to
am
get us
not-
shut down?
Yeah, I don't
They
want to
won't.
get.
They won't shut you down if you're streaming it from YouTube. Trust me.
No,
I've done it.
no. I'm not taking any chances. Our YouTube's been going good, but yeah, he's using the force powers there.
He messes up whatever that alien
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
Um,
looks
but
like
yeah,
his
I'm excited to
helmet
see
comes
it.
up. Yeah,
Are we gonna get more hologram Luke? You believe?
probably not.
This might also lead into Ahsoka, the Ahsoka series too. So I mean,
It's true.
they've finished filming that. When I was in Disneyland, we were at Club 33, and there was a crew wrap shirt, and they only give those out when they're done filming the series, and I had to keep the geekness under control because I was like, "Oh my god, please!" Right there, Leo. Come on,
Yeah, that
This
was pretty
is,
dope.
Yeah.
I
Now
think,
it's all hazy, so I think this is going to be like a dream sequence.
You think
yeah,
so?
I think it's going to show possibly how who got Grogu out.
Yeah.
Without
Yeah, that could be
Are those
also.
purple sabers?
no,
No.
stop. Listen. We know you love purple.
Okay,
Leo.
hold on. This looks a little purplish, but it's
It's
not
not
like bright
purple.
purple.
It's
We
not
don't
purple.
All
know.
right.
It could be any color. We have green, and
It's
blue.
Purple
plaid.
and green, yeah.
It's plaid.
Yeah. So
But
So-
yeah, they're saying that this is supposed to like explain like who got Grogu out before Anakin slaughtered everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't wait. I'm super excited for this.
So they
It was
also have
Reva.
they also have a shot of the scientists from Genesis.
Genesis.
Yeah.
Genesis.
Genesis.
Yeah. So
No, I like Genesis.
Genesis. Oh wait,
The book.
that's Star Trek.
yeah. And we know this. Ultimately, this is gonna lead into somehow Palpatine being cloned and coming back.
hmm
So yeah,
This is when Disney Plus crashes on day one once they launch this episode.
they have too
'Cause
much money. They back
Everybody is gonna go crazy for it.
No,
I'll
I've had
stay
trouble.
up all night and watch it.
I've had trouble like on like She-Hulk and a couple of the other shows, like on premiere night, of not
Yeah.
being able to, or it does buffering and stuff. So I end up having to cheat and watch it elsewhere.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
these things
very
happen.
super excited to
Yeah.
see
Hey, we
to see
paid for it.
new Mando, and at least we didn't have to wait until the end of the year for this, because the thing is that we weren't supposed to get the new season of The Mandalorian until the end of the year this year.
Yeah, so this is a
So this
special
is-
bonus.
Yeah.
Leo, any more news, or does that wrap up the news segment today?
Well, last item I have, and thanks to Jabo sending us the D&D toys.
Oh yeah.
Buy your D20.
Gelatinous cube.
Oh, that right there, Jeremy. You can use it on any 6-inch action figure. They're saying
Really?
That
can
sounds
actually-
dirty.
you can stick the figure inside the center of it
Yeah.
and have its hand reaching out of it.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
awesome.
Oh really?
yeah, I am like super stoked to see another Dungeons and Dragons movie, because I've seen the first two. A
Oh
lot
yeah,
of them,
there's the guy
weren't-
from Guardians.
yeah. I mean, that's Chris Pratt right there.
Yep.
But I mean, they weren't received well, but I still gave them the shot to watch, and I'm kind of excited to see this. That one is not in the movie there, Leo. Stop looking at that one. All right, that
I'm
one
sure
is not in the movie.
so these are available on Hasbro Pulse right now.
Yeah, and the dragons right there actually turn into D20s, which is pretty cool.
What are D20s for us non?
For you
Who haven't
non
done-
D&D guys, it's a 20-sided die. You either rolled a critical 1
Roll
or a
for
critical
initiative.
20.
Okie dokie.
You must roll for initiative.
That's how good, if you're good with your article, you'll roll the D20 to see if it's good or bad.
Ooh,
But,
hold on. What was the eyeball? I didn't see that before.
Oh, the Beholder.
Yeah.
Yep. the
Oh,
ball.
oh, that's another die. Okay.
Yep, it's another D20. They got 1, 2, I think 3 of them. No, 4. There's 4 of them. There's an owl bear.
Oh, they're die that change into creatures.
Yes.
Interesting.
Transformers.
There
now,
you go.
these ones I wish
Oh,
had
Dungeon Master.
looked better. I don't think they look as good.
I've actually seen a friend of mine actually has the Dungeon Master 2-pack because he pre-ordered it from Target.
Yeah.
He got it. And he says it's a phenomenal figure. Not much
Yeah.
articulation,
That
not much
face doesn't look too
articulation in
great.
those. Yeah, Dungeon Master's face looks like a really bad troll. But he said the other basic figures, like the Barbarian and the Uni, really good. He said the Ranger, the Amazon, Really good, but Venger and Dungeon Master don't have much articulation in the arms and stuff like that.
Oh, he looks pretty good.
Yeah, he gets
Yeah,
two.
Bobby
I think
looks
he has,
really good, actually.
He has
I have
like
to
two.
say, facial wise.
Yeah, Bobby has, I think, 2 heads. I think it's 2 heads that he comes with. Maybe, I'm not sure, but these all come with a D20 die with them, which is pretty cool.
I still find them a little too expensive. $25 for a figure is like,
Yeah,
Well,
I know.
The reason
Figure.
why
Figure
reason
and
why-
a transforming die.
well, true, but still,
Well,
I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, it's a little high.
Remember back in the day when figures were only $3?
yeah, but they're now
It's
worth
KB
$400.
Yeah.
But the reason why the figures are so expensive is because the cost of plastic has gone up
I know.
drastically. Like
Sure.
even getting
Like
our Mylar bags are not as cheap as they used to be.
Believe
I
me.
remember you used to get over 200 bags for like, I don't know, like $10. Now it costs you more than that, but
And sometimes there's shortages, so you have to freaking wait weeks.
Yeah, and
Yes.
then the ones you get, if they're the cheap ones, they tear.
Oh,
when
they
you
tear
put-
wicked easy.
Well, that's why I spend a little extra, and I get the better quality ones and the self sealing, and
Yeah.
yeah.
I always
Yeah.
go with the self-sealing. I've had too many tape pulls on different comics, and I gave up on that. I was like, hell no.
and the Dungeons and Dragons movie is due out, I believe.
That actually looks really good. I'm kind of shocked how much effort they put into it.
Chris Pratt's in it. I mean, he makes plans.
Yeah, but I'm
Like-
just saying, like, it's Dungeons and Dragons. It's a franchise that
Has been around
hasn't
for
had a lot of success, but it hasn't had a lot of success in the world of television and movies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Except for that
and,
really old one with Tom Hanks in it that really showed.
Oh, I remember that.
You know what I'm talking about. Jeremy.
Yeah,
It's
when they were making out D&D to be like devil worshipping stuff.
right.
Holy
And it's
shit.
where Tom Hanks played a guy that he took everything literal. Like he was seeing things. He went into the sores, killed a person, and that's where D&D got a really bad rap.
Yeah.
We're watching I think 1883, and Tom Hanks showed up for a scene.
Shit.
Yeah.
Did he roll a critical 20?
I'm
No.
loving Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Told you will.
Dude,
I just can't. I can't get into the westerns. I'm sorry.
Dude, it's like a Western, what's that? The biker show? The
Sons
of Anarchy.
Yeah, I'm like, holy crap, this dude, you joined that ranch and it's for life.
Yeah. Oh, literally, what
For real.
Yeah. Once you get branded, if you
No, I was watching it. I'm like, I can't be a
Do
cowboy.
you think anyone watching knows what you guys are talking about right now?
I hope
No.
so.
Anyone?
Yellowstone's a great show.
All right.
There we go. Yes, comment.
you know what, Jar Jar? Let's talk about it tomorrow on the Dorkening.
Okay.
Okay. New comic books.
What?
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
All right. What do we got?
Well, let's see. Let's see if I can make this a little bit easier to do. Let me move this over here.
I don't think I picked up anything this week.
Batman One Bad Day, Bane.
Yeah, I didn't grab that either.
What, did he break his back again?
Yeah, I have the breaking of the bat and all that.
Not lazy writing. Stop already.
So, past, present, and future destroyed by Venom. Bane broke the bat. He's one of the only villains to ever truly vanquish the Dark Knight. But is that all he's ever accomplished? Decades from now, Bane is a washed-up wrestler reliving his glory days in the ring, defeating someone dressed like Batman every day. But when he discovers that there's a new source of venom in the world, he'll do everything he can to shut down the facility it's coming from for good and make sure that no one takes the poison that ruined his life.
That
So what's
sounds
the
kinda
cover look
sad.
like?
Hold on. Epic saga that throughout Bane's life, expanding on all the hopes, dreams, regrets, and failures of one of DC's most legendary villains, brought to you by the iconic creative team Joshua Williamson from Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths and The Flash, and Howard Porter from The Flash and Justice League. And let's see, we'll back up.
It
haven't seen
sounds
Howard
like a
Porter in
sad
a while.
story, though. You got Bane as a wrestler hanging out, just reliving the glory days of beating up a different Batman every night.
Yeah, and I like it how it's in the future rather than the past, because we've already covered his beginnings. You know,
What's
Yeah.
what's the cover of the comic look like?
oh, what the hell? How come it's not?
He doesn't want to show you.
He reads. You read a great like synopsis. But
Hold on, they updated friggin' StreamYard, and it's not updating when I change a page.
oh, there we go. Is that it right there?
That's it right there.
Ooh.
It's actually that looks like the Killing Joke cover. The writing and stuff, the font on the front.
Oh yeah.
The font does, yeah.
Well, that's where One Bad Day came from, right?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. So this is a series of books. You had Riddler, Penguin.
Yeah, I picked up the Riddler one.
Yep.
One of my favorite villains in Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I see your Batman Fortress there, Leo.
Yep, Batman Fortress. This is a mini series, only 8 issues.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up on my site so I can get caught up on it.
Yep.
Because it sounds very interesting.
Yeah. So it
All
says
right.
the final battle for Earth is at hand, and the world's finest are together again. But what dark connection does Superman hold to the visiting aliens, and how will this secret forever change Batman and Earth?
They're Kryptonians.
Oh, yeah. Art looks
Just-
pretty nice from the close-up.
Yeah.
I do like that cover of the world's finest though, to see the split in between the two.
Yeah. So with World's Finest, the saga of Boy Thunder crashes to a close as Batman, Superman, and Titans frantically attempt to save the wayward ward. The choices the Dark Knight and the Man of Steel make in his moment will affect the future as we know it, as the secret identity of the uber powerful last son that of someone DC fans have known for decades is at last revealed.
All right.
Yeah. And Nightwing number 100 is out this week as well.
Ooh.
Oh, there's the Lazarus Planet that Jeremy was talking about.
Yep. Assault on Krypton number 1.
Oh, is that a
Spinoff?
spin-off of it?
Yes. Yeah, I believe so.
I just remember that Superman.
I hated that Superman. Blue and red.
Yeah.
Oh. I did not last that long when they did that.
And also Titans United number 5 of 6 comes out this week as well.
That looks cool.
Yeah, but Nightwing number 100, a big issue release. Come join us with the big smiles and even bigger celebrations as Nightwing hits its milestone issue number 100. Cheer how far we've come by looking through the decades of what made Nightwing a beloved hero. What better way to celebrate than with familiar friends and artists, than with Heartless creating a lair in the heart of Bloodhaven to take Blockbuster's throne. Nightwing will follow suit, setting up headquarters of his own with the help of some friends who helped him make him who he is now, and of course,
Booster Gold's in it.
yeah, art by Scott McDaniel, Rick Leonardi, Javier Fernandez, and written by Tom Taylor.
Nice.
He does a lot.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Tom's been doing a lot for DC lately.
Yeah.
He was on Super Sons for a while, I believe.
Nice.
Yep. And we'll take a quick look at Marvel.
Marvelous.
Marvel.
Let me guess. Spider-Man, and Spider-Man.
Exactly. Well, we're starting off
Venom, and Venom.
with... Yeah.
And a lot of Star Wars.
Yep. Star Wars Bounty Hunters number 30 comes out this week. Venom number 15. Hulk 11. I believe they're stopping at 14.
Is that
Really?
Donny Cates?
Is
Yes.
that the end of his run?
Yeah,
on
that's
Donny
why.
Cates' run?
Donny Cates only does like a short run on every title. He like bumps up the numbers really high. Like he's a great writer, but then
Yeah.
he's right out too.
Yeah, he checks in for like a year and change, then checks
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. A bunch of Spider-Man issues. I mean, so we have Dark Web Venom.
Yeah.
Let's see. We have Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Deadly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 4.
Ooh.
Peter Parker, Miles Morales, Spider-Man Double Trouble number 3, Spider-Man The Lost Hunt number 3, and I think then the rest of these came out last week.
Yeah, they're doing like too many Spider-Man titles again.
Yep, same thing with Batman. Just
Yeah, they got. I see. There's an amazing Spider-Man down there too coming out.
That's last week's. Marvel changed it up. They're showing like 2 weeks together.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, that's what almost killed the Spider-Man franchise back in the 90s. They did too many.
Yeah, they had Spectacular going, Amazing.
The maximum clonage and all that stuff. It almost killed the franchise like bad. And then McFarlane came in and stuck with the Amazing Spider-Man for a long time, and then he left and went and formed Image Comics.
If this Wasp cover looks pretty good. So Wasp number 1 comes out.
Wow, that's an amazing cover. That's super
Is
cool.
It's called the all gray variant.
It's very old school.
No, she's in the microverse.
The Quantumverse.
I will say this. I do like how they do some of the retro covers.
Yeah.
Like that is
like even that Spider-Man Deadly Neighborhood looks like an homage to something.
Yeah. If you had a chance to pick it up last week, Incredible Hulk Facsimile number 1 came out. And also, speaking of retro covers, Avengers War Across Time was very retro-ish. That came out last week as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to try and watch the Moon Girl series.
Moon Knight?
What is that?
The Moon Girl. It's Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. Leo had when Leo had the comics up and stuff like that, there was one that showed Moon Girl, and they're coming out with an animated series.
Oh, okay.
With her and Devil Dinosaur and stuff. It has that kind of like Teen Titans feel. So I'm interested in looking. I've seen a couple previews of it and stuff. Looks interesting, but I want to see more to that to her universe.
What was that comic where Devil Dinosaur was the bad guy at the end? That we went over, Leo?
Yeah, that was
that was the one where you said was really fucked up comic.
Yeah. Damn it, what was it? It was just a couple weeks ago.
Because she originally had Moon Boy, which is he was the monkey one, and he had Devil. He was friends with Devil Dinosaur, and then Marvel came out with Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur and stuff like that. So,
all right, cool. So that's all the new comics we got there, Big Leo.
Let's see. Yes. Yep. Oh, here it is. Okay. What the hell was the comic? Next Wave.
Next Wave.
Next Wave. Yeah.
Thank you. Answering the question. So is it time for our new segment, Leo?
It is.
Time for a deep dive with Jar Jar Jeremy this week.
Deep. And we're talking about He-Man, the Masters of the Universe, aka Prince Adam. He's the main protagonist in Masters of the Universe franchise, which is a franchise portrayed in cartoons, numerous toys, live action movie, and as well as a number of comic series from the original toy line, which started in 1981, having its own little mini comics with each of the toys, to DC taking over and really writing the origin story of what we today know as Masters of the Universe. And then it went over to Marvel, and then to Image, and back to DC, and now it's back at Dark Horse, and it's been all over the place. There's even a Christmas special that you can watch. But Prince Adam lives on Eternia, which is the center of the universe. His main villain is Skeletor. Let's see, mortal enemy. They battle for the power and secrets held within the castle Grayskull, which is recently found out to not actually be Castle Grayskull, but the Hall of Truth. And let's see, all comic iterations are rather similar. They little differences like He-Man and Adora, Princess Adora. Oh my
Princess
God,
Adora.
Yeah.
You got it right.
Whether they're cousins or brother and sister, stuff like that. Skeletor and He-Man's relationship, whether they're just, mortal enemies or if Skeletor's He-Man's uncle, Keldor. Yeah. I would say, though, if you really wanted to learn about He-Man, the best way, I would start with Masters of the Universe, the Eternia Wars from DC. It's fantastic story. It's He-Man has lost his memory, and it goes into a lot of the history of He-Man. And from there, his first appearance in DC Comics 47, DC Comics Presents number 47. It's a great way to learn about him. And what I didn't know is Paul Kupperberg, a friend of the show, had a lot to do with creating the history of the Masters of the Universe, which he's never been mentioned in any of the biographies or anything like that, like the Toys That Made Us and stuff like that. Nothing about him.
How about in the Powers of Grayskull, that documentary? Not even in that? Wow.
Not even in that.
Well,
Get
we'll
screwed
have to
on
bring it
that.
up when we have him on again this year.
Yeah. He talked to me about it a few years ago. I was just kind of really shocked that had happened. But like a lot of people we do know, like Bruce Timm had some hands in it. Names are all escaping me right now. But that is where I would say He-Man, my love, my favorite thing in the world. I would say check it out.
So Jeremy,
if you don't know about
layman, can I ask what are He-Man's powers exactly?
He-Man is pretty much Superman without flying. I did not know this while looking into He-Man. He can shapeshift.
What?
I was unaware of this, but that is listed as one of his powers, is the ability to shapeshift.
I did not know that.
He's strong. He's invulnerable.
Invulnerable, long life, all of those things. Yeah, the only thing is he can't fly.
And what is it? What does his sword do besides transform him?
Just transforms him. It has powers. It's a magical sword, which actually he can defeat Superman because Superman is weak to magic.
Mm-hmm.
But it really, all it's ever been used for, besides battling against Skeletor in hand-to-hand combat,
and deflecting laser beam shots.
Yeah.
Well,
also unlocking Grayskull.
Yes.
Oh well, yes.
So here's the thing: which came first? Was it the cartoon?
Oh,
the action figure.
1981, the action figure was created. The show did not start until 1983.
Yeah, and that's why every figure when you bought back then came with a little comic book.
Yep, and also they were all toys reprised from the Big Jim toy line.
Leo, go back one page. Was that an early Transformer there? That looked like a dinosaur?
That is.
Yeah, I'm like, what is that?
Dinosaurs.
The dinosaur.
Okay. I never knew that. Of course, Jeremy knows who my favorite character is from He-Man, and he will always be my favorite character.
Orko from Trala.
Yeah, and I found the story why he has that big zero on his chest. Because they never thought that he would make any kind of money or be a favorite or anything like that.
Oh, really?
I was like, really? It goes, because to me, he was your comic relief of that series. Like he was a wizard, but he did magic, but he always screwed up his magic, and
Yeah, and
that's
that's only
why I
because
love.
he
That's why I
only
love
screwed
him.
up his magic though was because he wasn't in Trala anymore.
Yeah,
His magic got all distorted while in
that
Eternia.
figure right there, Leo. Cross that one right off of that list.
Quildor.
That's just a horrible figure. That's just I love the actor who played him, but I no.
Oh, that's from the movie.
Yes.
That's from the movie. Hordak, that was another good character that they had introduced into that, and that came from the movie that they did.
Yeah.
The He-Man and She-Ra, Princess of Power
Yep.
movie. Oh wow!
No, it's a great line, and it's been going for over 40 years, or just over 40 years now.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited. I want to see the second part of the new series.
Yeah, the new comic drops in March, I believe, and the next part of the series comes out right after that.
I can't wait. I'm super excited for that because I've always loved that. I love the original series, but I loved where they continued it off in the new series. You know, He-Man was something that I'd run home from school.
Oh yeah,
Mom, don't bother me. I'm putting channel 38 on. I'm watching He-Man.
That was WGBH Boston.
Yep, WGBH
yeah.
Boston. We watched our He-Man, you know, and we made sure our homework was done, so we'd have, you know, devoted to his tie. They're all waiting. Yeah, I started watching I think it was called The Power of Grayskull. It was a documentary about everything He-Man, and man, it was such an amazing thing. And it's sad that
do you cry while watching those, Javo? Because
I do, because I mean it's something that we never knew the behind the scenes stuff about the characters or about how much work went into that.
Oh, for real.
To find out that the figure came out before the cartoon, but yet people love the cartoon so much more. And like you said, people not getting the recognition for stuff that they contributed to.
Yeah.
It just blows my mind that they would overlook those people, you know. Like you were a person that helped design everything, you know, and
just in case I missed it, Roger Sweet was the man who created He-Man.
So if you watch the Toys That Made Us, there's a couple different guys that are claiming that they created He-Man.
Yeah.
But the true creator is Roger, you said?
I believe that's from all the stuff that I've watched and seen and read, that's the name that comes up the most.
Okay.
He-Man will always be my favorite.
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching He-Man. The cartoon, I fell in love with it myself as a kid, but I was a Star Wars kid. I wasn't a He-Man kid. You know, when you went to
school, we know, with that big AT-AT behind you and everything
why not
that, both? You know, he's probably the one that bought those Star Wars Transformers.
Well, you know, growing up, we didn't have that much money, so it's it's one or the other, you know.
Oh, that's true on the toy wise.
Yeah.
See, on my move back from Georgia, all my Star Wars toys got lost, and He-Man was just coming out, so He-Man became my thing.
Oh, nice.
I won't lie. I was introduced to things called M80s, and I blew a lot of stuff.
That too. That happened a lot.
Because I had my Sandcrawler. I had 30 Jawas.
I had the Evil Knievel thing.
Hold on, just to back up for a second. To think of the time frame where, as a kid, we could get a hold of an M80.
Oh, right.
Friggin' what eighth a stick of dynamite?
Yeah. I won't lie, I did blow up my Millennium Falcon.
I don't think my kids even know what an M80 is, to tell you the truth.
That's a good thing, Jeremy.
No, I know.
or cherry bombs.
Yeah, like they'd be like a cherry bomb? Cherry bomb, right?
And for me, He-Man, I was probably 11 or 12 when He-Man, at least the cartoon came out. So I was a little bit old. Like kids I was babysitting had He-Man.
Yeah.
So I was exposed to it. So I watched the cartoons and stuff with the kids, and I remember kind of liking it at that age. But rewatching it now as an adult, it does not do it for me. I don't think it holds up.
I have been actually, and I've actually have to say I've enjoyed a few of the episodes more than I thought I would.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
it's some of the stuff that you like you're talking about, Rich. Like if you were to try and go back and watch episodes from that time, and you're an adult now, it's
Sure.
sometimes it's very hard to like. Why did I watch this?
Yeah.
Why was I
Sometimes
so
I do have
engrossed
that
into
reaction
that?
for sure.
Yeah, and
I do pick out like select episodes to watch though.
Yeah.
I do admit I can't just sit there and watch it from beginning, like 1, 2, 3. I think there's like 200 and some odd episodes anyways.
And everybody had we all had our favorites from back in the day. Like for me, it was my Transformers.
Oh, yeah.
Love my Transformers, but I mean,
Yeah, Peter
He-Man
Cullen.
was like, I didn't even know Peter Cullen. All I just said, listen, this is a truck that can transform into a robot.
Yeah, right.
Loved it.
That's what I want. But like I said, I always had my He-Man with me. At that time, I couldn't get Orko because he was like the hard thing to find at the time. And
I had one
thanks.
have the little zip cord.
Oh yeah, that little. Hey, let me just. The old. What did they call that? The old Evil Knievel.
Yeah.
But where I work now, I was able to find the 40th anniversary Orko. I was super stoked
Can't
to
find
get
it.
him. No, well,
That's the only one I think I would get. I got the 40th anniversary He-Man, but the 40th
had to.
anniversary Orko looks pretty
you
cool.
had to get that He-Man because that was probably like one of the coolest He-Man figures that they had made for the newer generation. 40 points of articulation.
Yeah, Revelation looks stupid, by the way, but I have it.
Where is the Skeletor? That's my question, Jeremy. Where is the Skeletor of that?
I wish I knew.
But I mean, He-Man was like something that I grew up as a kid watching, and other shows that were around there too. That some companies should never have remade them as action figures because they didn't keep it. They didn't keep it to the way that the original action figures were done. I mean, I could go on and on about toys.
Yeah.
But
we have a comic book to talk about tonight.
We do. I'm pulling it up right now.
And I'm sorry, I didn't read it. I'm sorry.
So, just as a recap, if you want to get into He-Man, check out the Eternia Wars. Fantastic storyline. And then jump over to DC Comics Presents 47 to check out the very first appearance in regular comics, not the mini comics.
Awesome.
And Leo, if you'd like, I could take this.
I would love it.
All right. So we are talking about DC, the 2005 question series, mini-series authored by Rick Vetch, which reimagines the character as a self-taught urban shaman whose brutal and at times lethal treatment of his enemies now arises from a warrior ethos rather than objectivist philosophy. The question walks in two worlds when sent into visionary trances by his Rodor's gas, now retconned as a hallucinogen. In these trances, cities speak to him through visual coincidences and overheard snatches of street conversation. Regarding himself as a spiritual warrior, he is now comfortable killing his enemies when this seems useful and poetically just. He uses his skills and his alternative moral code first to detect and then to foil a plot by Lex Luthor, which I won't ruin for you, using chi energy, but to prevent his... we know that the question is a.k.a. Vic Sage, and in this story, he is revealed to have a lifelong infatuation with fellow journalist Lois Lane, which he does not ever divulge to her. And Superman accepts the question's visionary drug use and expresses gratitude for his assistance, but forces him to leave the city after several unheeded warnings about killing and also after noticing Sage's crush. So... that's my summation.
Yeah.
This is definitely not the question that I remember.
I have to say, it was a read. I dove in, and when you say he sometimes is lethal, he was lethal all the time. That dude was like, I'm like, why is he killing everybody? He broke it, and also I have to say, when they're hiding from Superman in Metropolis, everybody's using the bathroom. How smart is that? That is just like everybody's like, yeah, we got to hide from Superman. Where are we going to do that? Oh, let's go to the bathroom. He's too much of a Boy Scout to check us out while we're in the bathroom. I'm like, that's
and they
kind
throw
of genius.
everything. There's like a network underneath the toilets where you can throw money and
Yeah.
pass drugs back and forth, I guess.
Yeah, it's a whole like system. I'm like, that is genius.
And I don't think I've ever heard of the bad guys, the Subterraneans, before.
No,
I
I don't remember them at all. That was the first at all I've heard of them.
And I thought it was really interesting the way they were doing the hallucinogens and how he was walking in two worlds. And because he doesn't really have superpowers per se, but apparently he can fuck with your head.
Yeah, it seems like he makes you believe you're seeing something you're not, or he's someone he's not.
Well, so
that was the difficult part for me to understand what was going on there.
Yeah, it was a little hard for me to grasp what was going on. I'm not familiar with the character, but I got a good enough of a gist of it. But I absolutely loved it how, Superman, you never see his face until the very end. The artwork totally changes, and he becomes more clearer once the menace is sort of gone.
Right. Yeah. Which was really creative in the way that the artist did that as well.
Exactly.
I enjoyed the art. I really enjoyed the storyline.
It's a very mature read.
Yeah, it is a mature read. It's you have to sit down and read it. You can't go flipping pages in this one.
Yeah, this one.
But the mystery of like where the Question was figuring it out, and then Lois was figuring it out, and how Lex was there, but he didn't seem like the main evil figure.
No,
it was more of the guy under him.
I mean, he had some contribution, but yeah, really it was what was that guy's name? I can't even remember. But between him and they betrayed their own people again, which is so Lex. It was very true to what I would think would happen in Lex's organization.
Yeah, because the girl that had that connected with the Chi, which was fueling the science spire, which Lex was building. They just threw her over the side of the building.
Oh my God! Yeah, that was fucked up when she's falling and
oh yeah,
he says, "I can see her. She's not flailing. She's waving."
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was messed up.
Yeah. No, I would not have your kids sit down to read it.
No, but this was great.
Not sexually.
And yeah. I think this is the first time they really mixed mysticism with this character. And I thought they were pretty successful at it. I was surprised at how much I enjoyed this. I know this was my choice, but I don't think this was the Question series that I was remembering.
I was surprised it was only a 6-issue volume, like, because it's volume 2 of the Question, and I was like, oh, why didn't this go on? Because volume 1 had gone on for like, I don't know, 30 some odd issues at least.
Well, what I had just read, this was set up to be a miniseries. At least.
Oh, was it from the beginning? Okay.
Correct. Yeah. I don't know. I was waiting for a Leo. What the fuck?
I gave you a what the fuck.
What the fuck? The art is incredible, though. Like the different stuff that pops and what you're made to look at.
Yeah, and the contrast of like sometimes it was super detailed and sometimes it was more rough.
Yeah, like
mixing
this
the
right
two
here
in one image was really cool.
It almost makes Superman look like evil in a way, kind of like an overseer. Which I was kind of surprised with how much Superman did put up with the killing. Like,
but there was never any bodies found, so he couldn't really prove it. It was only what people told him.
yeah.
And I think that image over Superman is to show that, you know, he doesn't see everything. There's a haze that he can't, you know what's going on, obviously, with the subterraneans and what the question is going after.
Well, even Lois asked Clark, you know, can you see Chi? But yeah, I mean, you get this where you almost never seeing his face. This here, you know, it's even far away. To me, it has like a Christopher Reeve vibe, even when he comes into more clarity. Yeah, absolutely love that.
I felt that they were going for that as well. But yeah.
So none of these characters are familiar to you guys? The villains?
No.
It seemed like a cool villain. I was the main guy. Yeah.
No, he was like, I'm totally unfamiliar with Psychopop.
His mask kept on reminding me of the guy from what was it? Is it Civil War? Captain America.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, great art, great writing. I would definitely recommend it to people. It's definitely not a first-time reader. You have to be vested in this character.
Yeah, somebody's got to come up to you and be like, "Hey, I'm looking for something just different and something that, you know, is gonna take me out." This you're gonna have to sit down and really focus.
Yeah, because the early question stuff was Charlton Comics, created by Steve Ditko, and eventually DC took on the character.
Carrie says, "I really like the art for this." Thank you, Carrie. Oh, not I didn't. I didn't.
Leo did it.
Yeah, it's definitely a trippy book.
Yes,
it's a trippy book.
I don't want to spoil it, so I won't go further into the book here, but definitely.
I did think it was funny how they kept pushing this thing like that. Him and Lois Lane, did they not? Was it?
Right. Did her and Vic Sage fool around at one point?
Yeah.
Carrie says the changing of the palette seemed to have a real-time world, seemed very natural, very spring afternoon, which makes the others a strict silhouettes much harsher than they could have been forced to be if it's an all-around darker theme.
Goddamn writers.
Carrie would really get along with Heather. They would be good friends. Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
Oh man, so so that it's a great story. We don't want to ruin the ending. Superman is definitely, he's not a main component of the story. He's
no.
Matter of fact, we don't even see him till what, the fourth issue, I think.
I think so, and you get brief like 1 or 2 pages with him.
Yeah,
and it's just pretty much to come in and tell Vic, you know, chill it out.
Yeah, calm down in my city.
Yeah.
But I also thought it was interesting the way the Subterraneans found ways to keep Superman away.
Oh yeah, they were keeping him busy all over the planet while they were pulling off their heists and stuff.
Yeah, I thought that was fairly
totally unaware of the question being even involved.
Yeah, absolutely. So if I had to rate this Faceless Masks, I'm gonna rate it 4 1/4 Faceless Masks because I really enjoyed it.
Faceless Masks. Okay. 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 Jar Jar.
I'm gonna go with a solid 4. Solid 4. Definitely a tougher read than normal. A good read. I feel a bit more educated in the world of comics now. I've never read a question story before, so that was a total new door open for me.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm going to copy you, Jar Jar. I'm going to go with a even 4 as well. And Faceless Masks. So 4 Faceless Masks. It was definitely a hard read. It's definitely an adult read. But once you get through it, it's very enjoyable. And I just love the, Superman is a plot point. He's not a main point of the story like you mentioned earlier. And yeah, just some really screwed up things that happen in the book that just make you think like, what the hell, you know? It's but I enjoyed it.
Yeah. There's definitely Deadpool or Bullseye-esque style beating the shit out of people.
Yeah, he was
All
kind
throughout
of
the comic,
assassin.
not like once.
Yeah, each issue had at least one set of bad guys getting their asses handed to them, either killed or just like.
Well, you also had that one in the very first issue. Now, I didn't reread it for this week. I'm trying to remember. So it's been 2 weeks now, and I apologize for missing last week. But that first fight, so it was he was doing the fight in the Chi, and he was just chasing the guy in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
Was I reading? I mean, that's what was happening, right?
Yeah,
That's what I remember.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I thought
Like they were doing battle inside of the Chi as the you're talking about where he first faced Pop.
Yeah.
What was that name again?
Psycho
Bridge?
Pump.
Psycho
Pump.
Yep.
POMP for some reason.
POMP.
Psycho Pump.
So if you get a chance to check out the edits of these on YouTube, and you're probably watching that right now because I'm talking about it. But when we do our reviews now, I do a cut and then I do a star rating based on what you say. And so like Faceless Mask, I'll find an image of the Faceless Mask and put it up there with the stars. So
very cool.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. So that will happen once this goes up. And anything else, gentlemen?
No,
I think that's all for this week.
Pretty thorough with the news this week, and that's the question. We got a deep dive with Jar Jar and He-Man and the Masters of the Universe and Eternia, and we had our Toy Man here for a while before he had to bump out, and looks like we got another show in the can, boys. We do. Well, we'll wrap things up. I want to thank everybody for watching this fine evening. For me, just Google Leo Pond. You find a bunch of stuff. Could be true, could be not. I'm not going to say which is which, but I run the Dorkening Podcast Network. We got a lot of awesome shows on the network, a lot of awesome people doing a lot of awesome stuff. Head on over to thedorkening.com and you can find all the latest episodes there. And check out Splash Pages on YouTube. I've been working really hard on building that up. I'm trying to take all our old material and get everything up there along with all the new stuff. So you're finding shorts and clips and everything, a lot of cool stuff. So head on over to Splash Pages on YouTube, links in the show notes. And Jar Jar.
Hey, comic book lovers, buy, sell, trade, and auction house. And check me out over on Facebook. And if you feel the need, check me out on TikTok. Once in a while, I post stuff there. And that's about it these days.
Cool beans. Velvet Joker.
It's your man, Velvet J here, and we're wrapping it up on a Tuesday, and we had a good time. You can check me out on TikTok and YouTube, Velvet Joker 1. And good night.
Love it. Catch you guys later.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, it was. Bye.
Bye.